The text came in at 2:11 a.m., glowing on my cracked phone like a bruise you can't hide. He's finally quiet. I told you, once he loses a job, he loses a spine. It wasn't meant for me. It was meant for someone who wasn't her husband. I sat on the edge of the mattress, the room smelling faintly of dust and old coffee, reading it again and again while my chest hollowed out. Outside, a delivery truck hissed past, the sound stretching thin in the night. Inside, something ended. 3 weeks earlier, I'd been laid off. No warning, no severance worth the paper was printed on. I came home with a cardboard box and an apology stuck in my throat. She didn't hug me. She didn't ask how I was. She laughed, sharp, loud, then told me not to mope like a failure. After that, humiliation became a routine. At dinner with friends, she joked about my free time. At her sister's place, she asked me, loud enough for everyone to hear, if I planned to contribute anything this month. Each laugh felt like a small theft. Each smile of hers took something I couldn't replace. I told myself it was stress. I told myself love survives hard seasons. I told myself a lot of lies. The signs were subtle at first. Missed calls that went straight to voicemail. Her phone angled away from me on the couch. A new password. Perfume she never wore to work. When I asked, she sighed like I was exhausting her. "Don't start," she'd say. "You're being insecure." So I stopped asking. Silence became my shelter. That night, after the text, I didn't confront her. I watched. I listened. I learned the rhythm of her deception. The way she'd shower immediately after coming home. The way she smiled at messages she wouldn't share. The way my name sounded foreign on her lips. I hated myself for waiting, but waiting taught me the truth. I found the rest by accident. A shared tablet we'd forgotten to log out of. Messages stretching back months. Jokes about me. Plans without me. A word used again and again to describe me. Weak. There was a man named Aaron. He congratulated her on my layoff. He told her she deserved better. She told him she agreed. The betrayal wasn't loud. It didn't explode. It seeped in quietly, poisoning memories I used to love. Sunday mornings, the way she used to fall asleep on my shoulder, the promises we whispered like secrets. I grieved a marriage that was still technically alive. When I finally spoke, my voice surprised me. Calm. Steady. "I know," I said, holding the tablet between us like evidence and a mirror. She didn't deny it. She justified it. "You disappeared," she said. "I needed support. You were quiet." I almost laughed. Quiet. After being told my word depended on a paycheck. Quiet. After being mocked into shrinking. Quiet. Because speaking felt pointless. I told her I'd found work. Not the kind she'd brag about. Quiet consulting, nights and weekends, rebuilding piece by piece. I hadn't told her, because I didn't need her applause anymore. Her face changed then. Fear flickered. "We can fix this," she said. It didn't mean anything. It meant everything. The revenge wasn't yelling, or revenge affairs, or public shaming. It was leaving, cleanly, finally, with my dignity intact. I packed while she cried in the doorway, her words tumbling over each other, promises arriving too late. On my last night there, I sat on the floor of an empty room, listening to the echo of my own breathing. I felt grief. I felt relief. I felt the strange strength that comes from choosing yourself after forgetting how. Months later, my phone buzzed with a message from her. "I miss us." I didn't reply. Silence, I learned, isn't weakness. Sometimes it's the sound of self-respect growing back.